you're sure in a hurt. You think you can treat me like dirt and then get away with it, honey. Well, you got another thing coming now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you back to the People Show, the video show. And you know, this is all about the people and about family. Y'all are my family. But it seems like families these days are falling apart. Daddies are coming up missing at a high rate, and mothers are being left to take care of the full family. This episode is about those hard-working mothers, the single mothers. We're calling this one A Walk in Her Shoes, what it's like to be a single mother. And I've got some single mothers here, and I want y'all to let the people know your name, who you are, what you do. Start with you.
So my name is Nakia Smith, and I am a veteran educator, been teaching for 17 years, and I'm also the founder of a community outreach organization, and a mother of 4 children.
Awesome.
I'm Maisha Clemens. I'm an association manager for United Property Associates, and I'm the marketing assistant for Richmond Elite, a professional basketball team.
Awesome.
My name is LaTanya Wallace, also go by the name of Abyss. I am the president of a community outreach organization called the Abu Unity Foundation, and the proud mother of 2 young queens.
Awesome, awesome. Now I'm going to ask y'all a question. I mean, it's the title of the show, so we got to find out. What is it like, or what is your experiences as a single mother?
Well, my experience is it's one of the toughest jobs, like one of the hardest jobs. Very taxing, physically, mentally, emotionally, but it's rewarding.
Right.
You know, it's like a living oxymoron. Like,
I can understand.
It's hard. It's nothing easy about it, but you're fulfilled at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, it's a lot of worry, but it's a lot of celebration at the same time. But it's a job that you don't go into wanting to be that. You don't want to be. That's not your. That's not your initial.
As in a single, as in a single mother.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, when you have your baby and you're carrying your baby, your dream is saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna raise this baby by myself."
Absolutely.
That's not your goal in life.
I got you.
It hurts, you know, but at the end of the day, you have to wear it. You know, you have to walk gracefully. You have to walk with your head up, and you got to make sure you lead by that example, that spirit that you want your children.
Yeah, yeah, because you are the blueprint.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I would venture to say that it is definitely the most rewarding job that I've had. I can't compare it to anything else, but I would have to agree also that it comes definitely with its challenges, and there are times when you are overwhelmed, and there are times when you wake up and you say, I did not sign up for this, but these are my children, and they give me the hope that I need, and they give me the encouragement that I need to continue on, and I am who I am because of my children.
Yes, exactly. And I love being a mother, but just like these ladies, you know, it's constant. It's a nonstop struggle.
Oh, it's a 24-hour job.
24 hours
No days
a day,
off.
no days off. You know, it's just a matter of being in that mindset. Okay, today I'm going to do everything I can to be the best mom, the best person, best everything to everybody. And sometimes that is the draining part of, you know, trying to just cope with that whole lifestyle.
That's true.
And being a single mom is a lifestyle. It's an unfortunate thing that we have to endure because we didn't sign up for this, but we're meeting the challenge. And I love my son to pieces, and I know these women love their kids too.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It's a beautiful thing to bring a life into this world, and it's crazy to me as a man to know how beautiful it is to bring a life into this world and not want to be a part of that. So my question to you all is, 'cause I'm gonna take you back a little bit. when you had your first child, when you found out you were pregnant, first and foremost, how did you feel? What was your reaction?
I'll say for myself, when I had my first child, my oldest child will be 22 on the 19th.
Gosh,
so
almighty.
I was a relatively young mother. I was 18 when I had my first daughter. So I was supposed to have been going off to college for 4 years. So when I found out that I was pregnant, I would have to say the greatest thing that was going on with me was fear. I was nervous and I was afraid. And I questioned if I would be able to raise a child. Was I ready for this? Was I equipped, you know, for that task? How am I going to take care of a baby? And I'm still a baby, actually. So I was nervous and fearful with my first child.
Well, I'll say a big baby because I was more fearful, and I cried when I found out. The fear just made me cry. I was so nervous. I was like, oh wow, you know, I'm pregnant.
Because you see people doing it, but for you to have to do it is something different, right?
Okay, is this like real? This is real.
Yes, and you know, I cried. I was just like, you know, I'm excited. I'm scared. You know, I was like, well, right now, that was my thing. Am I ready? You know, I planned a trip to China the following year.
And how old were you?
25.
Okay.
So that's why, you know, I kind of said I was a big baby. I'm 25,
but I mean,
I'm not sure.
That's a life you bringing into the world. You know what I mean? That is a serious thing.
I don't care how old you are, because again, that's a whole new. You're bringing a human. And you're responsible for this human. Like I was
being prepared.
It's no way you can be prepared.
I was thinking about something else and going, you know, doing other things, and then, you know, the breaks. Like, now you have to take care of business, and it was game time.
Now I'm gonna ask y'all this, and I said I wasn't gonna bring them up that much, but you don't have to. I mean, that's how you had your babies.
Oh yeah.
So, when you found out you were pregnant, what was the relationship between you and the father, and how did he react when he found out?
Well, we were together, and we were married shortly thereafter.
Okay.
And he was excited, and we lived a life out of state, and he was in the military, and so it was by that time when I saw that he was energetic, he was excited about bringing a child into the world. It kind of boosted my spirit.
And that was a weight off your shoulder too.
I said, okay, we're gonna do this thing together, and we'll make it happen. So he was excited.
Okay. All right.
Mine was, he was very excited. Because for the longest, I mean, prior to me, because we wanted our baby.
Right.
So it was more or less planned with my late fiance. So when
he passed.
Yes, he
passed.
Okay, the father of my oldest child. So when I first found out I was pregnant, I was a tomboy, so everybody was looking at me like, "What you're going to do with the baby?"
You shoot basketball, y'all gonna wrestle, what you gonna do?
So what you gonna do? How you gonna act? So it was just like I was nervous beyond compare, but he calmed me down.
Okay.
He was supportive.
Right.
Again, excited. He was ready to take on this new challenge. It was a union, and I just felt comfortable. Like, okay, I'm not doing this alone.
That's good.
I have me a partner for life, and we're gonna raise the baby and live happily ever after.
Absolutely.
And that's the whole stage.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, that's a good start.
Yeah, and mine was a little bit different. We were dating rapidly, you know, and that's just being, you know, honest, and, you know, great relationship, you know, building, learning each other, great relationship with his family and, you know, my family. We got pregnant, and, you know, he was just more like melancholy, just calm. He was like, wow, you know.
Right.
Okay, next step, let's do this. And, and, you know, we lived together and, you know, did the whole thing. So it was a great pregnancy, and he was just really calm, and he got me calm because I told you I cried.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
That's a natural
Very calm.
reaction. Yes.
Because, you know, you have, and I hear stories from a lot of women who don't have that.
Right.
You know, they'll call and say, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and either get hung up on, or "That ain't my baby," you know, or you know, some Omari type situation. So you get a lot of women who, and I guess it depends on what kind of man you dealt with. You know what I mean? So you got a lot of women who didn't have that luxury of from the gate having somebody that was, you know, there.
My second time around was that.
Could you explain just a little bit?
It was like a complete 180, you know. So with the second time around, it was more so, so I'm on the phone like, did you hear me?
Did you hear what I said?
Like, I'm pregnant.
Right.
Oh, all right. I was like, okay. So
you already knew what time it was at that point.
And that crushed me. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't expecting that. So to hear that and know that, okay, I'm not going to get no support.
Yeah. So, and you got to see both sides of the spectrum.
Yes. And it just, it took me aback from there. And it was hard for me.
We're going to get into that because I want to know the emotional side of it all. You know, because sometimes y'all push your emotions aside just to get the job done. But it's a lot of stuff buried. We're going to get into that after the break. Don't y'all touch that dial. This is the video show.
A message from one of our proud sponsors.
Hi, my name is Danita Hayes, Principal Broker of the Hayes Real Estate Team at HBM2. Looking to buy or sell? We can help. Here at the Hayes Real Estate Team, we work together to make sure you reach all of your home buying and selling goals. We partner with certified credit professionals and preferred lenders to make sure your dreams of homeownership come true. And when you're ready to make that next move, we can get your home sold quickly for you.
Hello, my name is Julian Hubbard, and the Hayes Real Estate Team was awesome. As a first-time homeowners, they helped me buy my first home.
The Hayes Real Estate Team, all we do is make moves for you.
Hey Hampton Roads, Bert Bergen here, your host of Mind Your Business. And today we are at Just Pick Juices. And with me today I have Felicia Snow Amos, the owner of Just Pick Juices. Hi Felicia, welcome to the show.
Hey Bert, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. Felicia, tell Hampton Roads, how did Just Pick Juices come about?
Oh, Just Pick Juices, actually derived from a passion that I had to help and give back, and a family member, my grandmother specifically, that fell ill, and I wanted to be able to help her in a way that I could do from 2 states over. So thus the result, Just Picked.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So what can customers expect when they come to visit Just Pick Juices?
Well, here at Just Pick Juices, we seek to educate the customer. We give lots and lots of smiles, and we also offer a phenomenal product.
Awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so customer comes in and they, what do they typically get? What are customers typically getting? What's trendy out there in the juice world?
One of our more popular drinks is our Stamina. That one consists of beets, pineapple, apple, and ginger, and it gives you loads of energy. It works as a minor detox, and they just love it. When you come in, a customer comes in, they order that. We offer up a little sample of what they're going to get.
Can we get a sample?
Absolutely. That one includes pineapple, mango, kale, and ginger.
Hampton Roads, I got to be honest with you. I'm not a stranger here, but that was good.
Awesome.
So customers know what to expect now. They come in, they'll choose their juice, they get a sample to make sure it fits their liking. Where can they find you, Felicia?
Well, we're located in the Best Square Shopping Center, 415 North Military Highway.
So there you have it, Hampton Roads. Like I said, I'm not a stranger. So if you're looking to detox, if you're looking for your pre-workout shake, your after-workout shake, Just Pick Juices is the place to be. Felicia, we definitely want to say thank you for allowing us to come out and feature your business, and we wish you continued success. So Hampton Roads, I'm Bert Bergen with Mind Your Biz. Thank you. So if you're looking to visit Just Pick Juices or other businesses in the Hampton Roads community doing great work, you can visit them at Wear Black Biz. That's WHERE, the word black, biz.com. This is Bert Bergen, the Mind Your Business Show. Take care.
A message from one of our proud sponsors.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the People Show, the video show. And I'm here with some strong single mothers. And what I want to talk about now is, first off, I want to ask this question. A lot of people slang around that name, baby mama. How do y'all feel about that?
I'm not going to be addressed as a baby mama.
Okay.
You know,
I hear it a lot, you know what I mean?
Not at all. You know, when I refer to my son's father, it's just that. That's my son's father. So, you know, I expect the same respect, you know.
Could you explain why? Because I want people to know. Because a lot of people just use it. I mean, Fantasia made a song, you know, the baby mama. You know, people love the joint. Eh?
I don't understand that. It just, to me, it has a negative.
It puts a stigma, kind of.
You know, like connotation
It's like
toward
separate.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, you're a baby mama, so you didn't know your child's father, or you were just out there, or you're just one of those type of women. So it's just you get categorized into that.
I think it undermines what we do as mothers.
Thank you.
And as women and as single mothers.
Yes.
And I think it is definitely disrespectful, and I think it's an insult.
Okay, now y'all hear that now. So
Don't be calling us no baby mama.
Don't be calling us no baby mama.
That's fighting words.
Them some strong women now.
But I agree with that. You know, even the father of my child is the father of my child. Whether we're on good terms, bad terms, he's still the father of my child. And that's how I want my daughter to know him as.
Right, no baby daddy.
That's how my mother raised me, you know. That's your father. So it wasn't baby daddy, and to me that's too much division. It just separates.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It's negative.
It does. Do you all ever feel judged as single mothers?
Judged?
I think I did as a younger mother. I think I felt judged as a young mother. And when the relationship with my daughter's father, when our relationship did not work out, and I came back home, and so now here I am, this young girl with the baby, and I think I
that stigma, that stigma to you.
Absolutely.
I think at the age, by the time I had my first, I was 24. I was 23 when I got pregnant, but I was 24. I had my own job, and I had a house and a car, and for me to lose her father, I didn't feel like I don't know. It's just I never.
Because he passed, so it ain't.
Yes,
like
it didn't. It wasn't like he left me. So him being like involuntarily removed from my life, I never felt the single mother role, you know.
Because those, like you're saying, there are stigmas when you are a single mother. So they automatically figure, you know, you was with somebody,
and he left,
or he didn't stick around, you was just sleeping around. So you get this stigma on you out the gate.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And speaking of the stigma, just like you, I want to make it clear, and with you, how did everything kind of end when it comes to, you know, the father of your children?
Well, mine was murdered a year after I had our baby. She was 1, and he was standing outside his community, you know, outside his mother's apartment, and he was waiting for a cab, and he got caught in the crossfire.
Wow.
Bullet met for the person he was talking to caught him, you know. So, you know, for the longest time, it's always hard, you know, to, I don't know, to know that he's gone, you know. And even now, it's been 13 years.
And to look at your child, because you can see.
Yeah, she looked like him, and to have to explain to her, you know, because she don't 1 year old, you don't remember. You know, and that's the biggest thing that she deals with when she comes to me and she's talking about her pain, is she didn't know him, you know, and everybody else is telling her who he was. And you know, it's
not gonna say. And the only reason why I ask this is because, and there's nothing wrong with a woman who got with somebody, he ended up leaving. You know, that it happened.
That was baby number 2.
Right.
So it was like,
it happened.
When that happened, that hurt me. It made me mad, because I'm like, okay, my oldest daughter, she don't have a father because of involuntary situation. You have an opportunity to be in your child's life, and you're making all these excuses, or you're not proactively trying to be connected. So I'm like, what's the reason?
Right.
You know, even if we're not together. I believe in co-parenting, you know, and being peaceful and amicable, because at the end of the day, we're raising a leader. So you can't raise a leader in a toxic environment. So when I don't talk about child support, I'm not looking for your money, time.
Yeah.
You know, she's a young lady. I need her to understand how a man is supposed to treat. So if you're setting the tone that this is how men it's going to be
some
towards
messages are taught without even saying
you don't have to you being absent. She's calling for you, you not there. She sees that.
The men are the blueprint for the boys and a forecast for the girls. That's how I see it. So if you're not available, what kind of forecast are you giving your girls?
What kind of tone you setting?
What kind of tone are you setting? It's extremely important, and our families are being torn apart. Just this, in this day and age that we're in right now, when you listen to, and I always bring it back to this, but you know, it's a big deal in why we are here. When it comes to media and music, it kind of makes the boys feel like, you know, they shouldn't love, you know, the girls, you know, or, you know, we just out to get money, you know, MOB, that's the type of attitude these guys got. And they clown other boys for, you know, if they like a little girl. So they grow up with this attitude. And this generation is the boys that where it started. So now it's seeming like more fathers are missing. And so living in this generation with these type of men, what is dating like?
Well, I have
tough and non-existent. Tough and non-existent.
Yeah. And then you got a child too.
Yes, I have a 4-year-old son. So for me, you know, I want to bring the right man around my son because, you know, my son has to be a leader. He has to be goal-oriented. I want a man's, you know, presence to be, you know, just to a high standard. I just can't accept someone.
It's slim pickings out here right now.
And that's my favorite thing. It's slim pickings. It's just, you know, and I like to think that, you know, I'm doing well for myself, and you know, I have a lot to lose. So anybody that I have would just complement whatever I have. I'm not looking for, you know, financial gain. I'm just looking for a companion, and a wonderful role model and father for my son. And it is challenging because everyone wants to, you know, have the fresh J's and, you know, rap on the side, but then they work at the cell phone store during the day, and it's just like, you know, can
everybody
you please
doing their best rendition of what they saw on TV instead of being a man or being
and then but I have to blame sometimes some of the women too for they settle and then everyone wants to be a basketball wife and, you know, do this and oh well, you know. And so it's both sides, but I know for myself, I know what I'm looking for, and it is slim pickings. It's really hard, and I would love to settle down, get married, and have a nice, happy home. But it'll happen when it's supposed to.
Don't rush. Don't jump into it with a problem.
No, a liability, right?
No, right. A liability.
Take your time. Take your time.
I think the challenge for me is I have 3 sons, and I have a daughter who's old enough to know what her mom deserves. So the issue of dating is it's more challenging because my boys are standing there like, who are you?
Yes.
My oldest son is 10.
Right.
And so, because they lost their father as well. He was also murdered. My 10-year-old has had to assume the responsibility of being the man of the house. And he does that well, I must say. And I'm blessed to be able to say that I'm raising a fine gentleman, definitely a king. But he is definitely looking, and he's like, oh, you won't come across this threshold and talk to my mom because you have to be able to come correct because there are 4 of us, and we know what my mom deserves, and we know what my mom brings to the table. So you definitely have to be able to match and go beyond beyond that. I do agree that a lot of times there's some standards that women are not establishing, and it makes it difficult for us because when you begin to date and you try to have a relationship with someone, they're expecting that you're gonna settle for less also, and then you're not, and so you know
a lot of women before you to set you up, and set you up. She wanted a thug in her life,
not at all.
But I'm gonna tell y'all this is a subject that you can't fit everything in 30 minutes. It's just so much to talk about. So what I'm gonna ask you is, first, if you had any advice for any other single mothers or a young lady who's out there having unprotected sex, what would you tell them?
Strap it up. I would first of all tell them, at all costs, preserve yourself and your body. Save it for someone who's definitely worthy of it, and you know that he is worthy. And if you aren't able or willing to wait and make that sacrifice, then please wear a condom to prevent yourself from, you know, not just becoming a single mother, you know, but there's so many, you know, so many other things, but you're worth waiting for, and your children deserve to have someone who is stable and able to raise a child, and emotionally able, not just financially, and the joys of having two good parents. They deserve that.
Most certainly. To all the single moms, keep your head up, you know, stay goal oriented, stay focused on, you know, your child or your children. Just don't lose sight of, you know, what your role is. You know, don't fight against your emotions. You know, if you're feeling sad one day, feel it and then work through it and move on to the next thing. But don't, you know, just feel whatever you're feeling and learn how to manage it and work through it. And
thanks.
To the young ladies, just it's no blueprint. It's no manual. So you can tell them abstain and do all this kind of stuff, wait for your Prince Charming, but it's no blueprint, because I became a single mother with my first child involuntarily. He didn't leave me. So if you become a single mother, just know how to balance. Pour into your child, but also pour into yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's a saying out there, you can't pour from a cup that's empty. So if you're not replenishing yourself and you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to pour into your child. And don't be bitter. You know, be better. Take that lesson. Don't fight, even if he's negative, because I don't do none of that. I let you deal with that. Be positive, co-parent, and set the tone for your children.
That's right.
That's good. That was going to be my next question that I was going to ask. Yeah, definitely. This is it. I'm going to go. Better or better?
Better.
Much better.
Yeah, definitely better.
Well, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the video show. And I want y'all to take heed to what these ladies are saying. And guys, please step your game up.
A message from one of our proud sponsors.
Hello guys, how are you guys today? My name is Lawrence and this is my wife Tawana. We are the Maximize Life Coaching and Mentoring team. We want to talk to you about being successful in your business ventures and in your personal ventures as well. And we're starting out with self-discovery. We're finding that a lot of folks, when they're asking us questions, they struggle with understanding who they are, because who you are now is where you're going to start. It's the floor. It is not the ceiling, but you've got to be able to identify where and who you are right now. What do you think about that, Tawana?
I think self-discovery is a wonderful place to start. Oftentimes my clients come in, Lawrence, and they are always asking, you know, how do I start a good business? How do I make my business the business? And I always ask them, well, have you taken a trip down self-discovery? Have you gotten in touch with yourself? I remember when I was a little girl, I used to spend hours just looking at the sky. I call myself a flower child, you know, that's one of our little jokes. Spend hours just looking at the sky and looking at my hands and looking at myself in the mirror, just trying to figure out, well, who am I? Why am I here? You know, I realized that I was asking myself the question, why? I was trying to find the answer to the question, why? Why am I here? What's my purpose? Who am I? What am I made for? So I often tell my clients to go there. Go to who you are first. Before you can go out there and start a business venture or build a relationship or whatever you're doing in this world, you have to start with yourself. Get in touch with yourself.
I'd like to also make sure that everyone understands that self-discovery does not mean self-definition. You know, when I say self-definition or self-defining, behavior, that was birthed out of civilization beginning. Basically, everybody was identified by their trade, their skill set. You were a farmer, you were a priest, you were a laborer. That's not what we're talking about. And that's how it all got clouded in people's minds, that they think that I am what I do. No, that is a role you play. What happens when the role changes?
Right.
You know, and that's what we want people to get to. That's the root. That is the seed of you maximizing your life. We just simply want you to understand that you not only were made for more, but you were made for more right now. Right. Be present, be in the moment, but you can't do that until you know exactly who you are.
And you know what, Lawrence, basically at the end of the day, when you've taken off all of the titles, you've taken off all of the roles, when you're not the teacher or the mama or the daddy or the friend or the daughter, all of the different roles that we play, when we strip down at the end of the day, we're left with ourselves. You're the only person that you can't get rid of. So you may as well get in touch with yourself. You may as well get to know who you are first and enjoy being in the presence of yourself first so that you can help somebody else.
What you're going to realize once you discover this part of who you really are, you're going to understand that life's a masquerade. And just because life is a masquerade does not mean that you have to be. You don't have to be a masquerade. You be real. Your being real will help other people to be real with you.
Right.
And that's the only way that you really can tap into your success. That's where your core lies, in you being real with who you are now, because that is only the floor. It is not the ceiling of your success, but you got to be able to identify with your floor.
That's what this is all about. That's what this 5 minutes of focus is all about. You're getting this 5 minutes of free mentoring, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Getting this 5 minutes of mentoring. We're going to be talking over the next few weeks about yourself, different parts of yourself, different areas of yourself. Once you get down to who you are, who I am as Tawana, who you are as Lawrence, who you are as an individual, then you can move on to any relationship in life, that if it be business, that if it be a marriage, that if it be your friendships, any relationship in life, you can move on in that relationship with a much more positive view and a much more and you'll achieve much more success.
You're so right. So guys, we want you to stick with us, hang in here with us for these 5 minutes of focus. I wanted to say 5 minutes of funk, but y'all just hang in here with me a little bit, all right? 5 minutes of focus, and we promise you that we are going to at least be able to unveil some of the things that you have been dying to know, how people make it, and it's a very simple process, but it starts with you. Remember that you are made for more. Let's maximize this life.
Let's do business.
See you at success.
A message from one of our proud sponsors.
I believe that the greatest injustice that we can do our children is to know that they may be in need of a father figure or a father, and we allow them to go without. I think that it is a grave injustice to the children who are being raised by single mothers when we move so far away from the village concept, because in truth, it does take a village to raise a child and to raise children. So if you know that there are children being raised by single mothers, rather they are fatherless by choice or by circumstance, stand in the gap for the father who may be missing. Stand in the gap for the father who may have been murdered. Stand in the gap for the father who may be incarcerated, and help those children, because that's our responsibility as a community. It's our responsibility to ensure that the children who are being raised are coming up and are able to have the opportunities that they deserve to have as children. So if you know a father that's not doing the right thing, hold him accountable. Don't let him walk around not taking care of his child. Let him know that, man, you need to go and check on your children. If you know a mother that needs some support and some help, then stand in the gap for that child.